Hi, I'm Monique Pyle. I'm the Managing Director of Positive Vibrations Foundation, and I have a special guest here today, Mr. George Porter Jr. Welcome.
Wonderful. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Great to be here.
Absolutely. Are you enjoying the Funk Fest?
This is really good. I mean, I thought it, for the first time it's happening, it's very well put together, I mean, all of the sources came together very well, Job done, well done.
Yeah, definitely, so far. And you're going to be performing soon with your band.
In about 20 minutes.
In 20 minutes, George Porter.
Junior and running partners, yes.
And I don't know, I was like standing there yesterday and I kind of saw somebody jump on stage. Was that you?
Yeah, I think I did.
That was amazing.
My girlfriend said, I can't have no date with you.
He was supposed to leave, and instead he said,
to be leaving, and I said, oh, it's time we can leave now, right? You done seen the band, and she said, okay, we can leave. And we're walking away like we're walking. I went,
what song was it that you heard that you ran?
Leave Me Alone.
And he just couldn't leave him alone. He had to jump up on stage and play. So what is one of the first songs that you remember that influenced you and you were like, this is it, this is what I want to do?
That's a hard one, no. I mean, I got to go all the way back to when I was about 6, 7 years old. So the teacher who became my teacher, his grandfather used to play, St. Louis blues and all those kind of things, because I was studying classical guitar at the time, and they were teaching me cowboy songs to learn the formula of playing classical, and Papi and his grandfather was playing, playing blues, playing those old New Orleans blues songs. And I said, well, that's what I want to play, and so that's what I went after,
And you started guitar or bass?
I started as a guitar player at 8 years old.
8 years old?
Mm-hmm.
And did you have, did they teach you in school, or did you learn?
No, I was going to an actual teacher on Saturdays.
So they didn't have this, did they have teaching in school music?
Not my kind of teaching. I mean, not for the music that, there were drummers. I played drums in my school band, at St. Catherine. There was a school band, but I played drums.
Right.
And I wanted to be a guitar. Actually, I wanted to be a trumpet player, but because trumpet players got all the girls back then. I was an asthmatic, so and the doctor said it's not a good idea, So
okay.
So then I kind of gravitated to guitar.
Guitar, and then when did you switch over to bass?
Probably was, you see, studying classical guitar playing, you're playing bass too. So I was playing bass from the beginning, so it was always a part of the structure of me playing. I played, classical players play both bass and guitar. They play both melodies and chords all at one time,
Right.
So.
Which leads to a great question that we've been asking the musicians here at the Funk Fest. How important do you think it is to keep music alive in the schools and to teach kids at a young age how to, any form of the arts?
Well, first step is to get it back in the schools. When I left school, music was being sliced down pieces by pieces, by the time my little brother got out of school, music was gone, I mean, and most of the schools, most of the junior high schools, football was almost gone,
Right.
They was leaving it just in the high schools and stuff like that. Or you had to play football, you played it on like in a club, something like that, on a playground, that tells.
Mm-hmm.
The school budgets was getting cut. The Pope wanted more money. I'm a Catholic school boy, so
I'm a Catholic school girl.
So the Pope wanted more money, so the schools had to suffer,
Right. What would you say would be the musical genre that influences your music today?
My own.
That's perfect.
Well,
Ain't nobody gonna argue with you.
I'm a part of a group of musicians that created a new kind of movement music-wise. I like to think that I am taking that creation and going one step further on and on to my own, because you know, I mean, my journey with the meters came to an end, and in order for me to continue my journey as a musician, if I was smart, then I need to learn how to play my own stuff. So, you know, that's what I have to do. I'm trying to be a better songwriter, and I'm not a performer for the most part because I don't dance around. You know, I'm 75. I don't do that.
I see you get jiggy up there.
Yeah, well, my knees may jig. The rest of me sit still. No, it's important that for me to develop. You know, I mean, I don't know how many more years I'm gonna be doing this. Hopefully, you know, my doctor said if I take care of myself, I can be doing this at 90.
There you go.
I don't know if I want to do it at 90.
Well,
you know, yeah. I'm at 90, I may just want to stay at home and collect the check. You know?
It's true. And if you had one thing that you would want to tell the younger generation coming up, who are the musicians, you know, following in your footsteps or, you know, in other musicians' footsteps, what is the one thing that you would tell them that they should do?
Stay in school, graduate, you know, then learn if you're going to be a musician, learn the business, because music is a business, you know. You know, for me, unfortunately, it took me almost 40 years to get my music back that we wrote in the 60s because of, you know, a bad contract that we signed when we were kids, you know.
Right.
So, you know, if we'd have had the people when I was coming up, you know, I can't say if we would have had. Earl King tried to tell me back then, I just wasn't listening,
right.
You know, or listening well enough. But he told us a long time ago, you know, is that, you know, write your songs, copyright them, publish them, you know. But the record label we signed with at the time, you know, said that we need to own your publishing because y'all don't know nothing about that kind of stuff. We know everything about it, so you can trust us. There you go.
There you go.
40 years later, you know, and a threatening of lawsuits that we created a lawsuit that was almost 19 years.
Wow.
In the, you know, bouncing around, not getting heard, you know, getting heard and, you know, forwarded, you know, for 19 years.
Wow.
And I think if it wasn't for the Elvis Presley lawsuit,
right.
You know, we probably would still be fighting that thing, you know. But the Elvis Presley lawsuit brought things to the front things, and the guys, you know, I'm not calling names, but you know, right. that person, you know, decided maybe I should get this off my back.
Right.
So he signed our publishing over to a publishing company that started paying us.
That's great.
You know, but then we find out that when he started paying, when the publishing company that they went to started paying us, they started paying us for music that was 30 years old.
Wow.
You know, and we say, well, why? Why wasn't we getting paid all that time? And he was telling us that, oh no, that's, you know, y'all have a bill and y'all paying a bill. You know, that's what, you know, that's what happens when you don't pay attention.
Right.
You don't read the paper, you know, and you didn't learn the business.
Exactly.
This is a business. It's a very important thing to learn, that music is fun, but if you just want to go out and have fun, don't get into music.
That's right. Become a DJ. No, just kidding.
Yeah, DJ, right.
Listen to Uncle George Porter Jr. Stay in school. Learn the business. Do your homework.
Yeah, you can't lose.
That's right. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.